I wanted to make a blog entry. I've never done this, but I'm going to throw something out to the group here. As I've been watching probably the last 4 years of this big bubbles, growing and bursting, I was listening on the radio this weekend on National Public Radio and on other stations, and I've noticed that they keep talking about Barack Obama as almost as a messianic figure, like a messiah, like he's going to come in and save the world. And it disturbs me. Not that I didn't vote for the man, but whoever became president, even if it was Ron Paul, which I wrote in, I'll admit to you very openly that that's who I voted for, would be a one-term president, because no matter who was going to take this office at this point in history would either have to be a miracle maker or a one-term president. And I think that one-term president is probably a much more viable option. So anyway, my whole point here is very clearly this. What happens with messiahs normally, as history has brought itself out, they show up. They're hoping, other people hope that this person is going to solve all their problems. And the Messiah arrives and then says the very thing that they need to hear, even though it's not very popular. And that person usually ends up being, hung by a tree, or in the case of Mahatma Gandhi, shot by one of his own people. I'm afraid that Barack Obama might be the very thing. He may actually turn around and actually be the highly intelligent person we may need. Who knows? But I don't think this country and the average American person is ready to hear. You're going to have to, work harder, do something that involves using your hands and get your hands dirty. And I think that Mr. Obama's got a real big problem on his hands. Because even if he is a very smart man, which he seems to be, and he turns around and says, okay guys, we're going to have to sacrifice. And that involves, forcing the credit card companies to shut down operations, or forcing our very fat and very lazy youth to start to shovel ditches like they did in the WPA and the NRA, the National Recovery Administration, during the FDR period. It's going to end up being something very unpopular, because really this country really only wants, the three things, or the two things that the Romans wanted: bread and circuses. When you take that away, get very angry populace. Thank you.